Shalom, just want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakudash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this 100% truth and set that foundation for us from the apostles on down. Salutation unto all the Archeums, just pushing this word and enduring this unto the end. Being that servant to Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah. Shalom unto all you Aquats listening and learning. This again is your brother Yassad from the Trinidad GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp. Bringing unto you another lesson, willing to define true spirit. This picture here I saw. And my mind tell me I'll do a little video on this. Let's say, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, which also is known as the Edomites, that super nation, according to the Bible. Because when you go in Genesis chapter 36 and 1, it says, and now these are the generation of Esau, who is Edom. Yeah. So they are the Edomites, the ones, the so-called white man that he actually is in power right now. Because according to the Job, chapter 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? And, I think it's Malachi. No, but hey, we know in the kingdom we're gonna be telling stories to our children about these wicked Edomites, because in future to come they are all gonna cut off. It wouldn't have none of them remaining after Yahushua come and bring dominance into this place and bring back the rulership into the hand of Jacob, the Israelites, and they served their 1,000 years of slavery and bondage, and they're gonna be cut off after. After their children serve the time as slavery, which is gonna be it is gonna be double, as the scripture say, render unto them double. Gonna be double, 2 times worse than the slavery that Jacob has been through. Yeah. The Lord is gonna put his spirit upon us, not to have no mercy upon them in the kingdom. I tell you, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yeshua, because he in power, and this year is just he show. We just playing along. We actually just the actors in this. Okay. Well, I'll just go down in a few scripture proving these things. So first, I'll be getting the Malachi. The Malachi chapter 1. Because, that's just the thing about it. At least these nations that had the time to be in rulership, that had us in slavery. But this is all here, just the fathers. This here is just all the fathers, way he set it up to be, because how we sinned against Yahweh Shem Yeshai. He who scattered us amongst the nation. But soon that chapter is gonna be flipped, and when all the prophecies take place, we're gonna be back up in that heaven, in that rulership. Yeah. And when that time comes, the so-called white man, he is gonna be in anguishing and groaning, and after he will be cut off. Alright, let me go down in the book of Malachi chapter 1. It says the burden of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord, yet I love Jacob. Yeah. So, though Esau Edom, right, the so-called white man, though he was the Israelites' brother, the Lord hated Esau because he knew in the heart of Esau it was wicked. The mind of Esau, they were just wicked. That is why he sold his birthright and ate raw pottage. Yeah. Sold his birthright unto Jacob and ate raw pottage, all these things. Going back when the spirit of Cain slaying Abel, you know. Yeah, said the Lord, yet I love Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. The people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Yeah, because as I was saying, going back to the Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? So this here actually proves Malachi 1 and 4, proving that they are the wicked that they speak of in rulership, the so-called white man. Yeah. Because, hey, it's simple, it's right before our eyes. We actually see it. Who run the affair of this world? These Edomites. The so-called white men who actually had the power. Who actually, had the property to show. All these things. These Edomites. The Rothschild, the Zuckerberg, Rockefeller, Bill Gates, all of them, they are all Edomites. Yeah. It said the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. Yeah. Because that's why they had their pending judgment. That's just it. You know. I'm gonna go to the book of Job, chapter 20. Okay. Book of Job. Right. The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 5. It said the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Because right now this is their time of the triumphing. From since in the time of when Alexander the Edomite, Alexander the Great was in power, the Edomites, from that time then, they was ruling, the Romans, they were Edomites in power. And they say the revive Roman Empire here now. They in power right now, and they are Edomites. The ruler of this you could say empire, that breaks up into the 710 ones, NATO and the EU. They are all Edomites. Not actually in rulership, so they in their heaven right now. Yeah, they right now triumphing, holding that rod of iron and subdued all the nations. But see, Hmm. The triumphing of the wicked is short. Yeah. So, hey, all of that is gonna come to an end soon, right? Cause just to add to the let me bring out the book of Psalms 101 and 8. Yeah, the book of Psalms chapter 101 and 8. It says, I will early destroy all the wicked of the land, that I may cut off all wicked doers from the city of the Lord. Yeah. So that is a short time, early. Uh, their their triumphing, their rulership is gonna be cut short early. Just as I say, going back to the Revelation 12 and 12, they know they had but a short time, so they're gonna come down on us. Hey, the scriptures, it's all sweet. It is all sweet. Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, praises to him. Now read on back in the Job chapter 20 and verse 6. It say, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he will perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Yeah, because hey, when they don't serve their years as slavery, and the Lord put his spirit upon us to wipe them out, and when they gone, they just gonna be a memory. Like a good dream that you had and you could hardly remember it. When then just pass away as a dream, fly away. That is how it is gonna be. The so-called white man wouldn't have none of them remaining. We'll go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter go to chapter 35. Alright, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35. I'll start at Alright, so I'll try and get to the point here at verse 11. Alright, here. I'm gonna start at 7. It said, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off it from him that passeth out of him that returneth. And I will fill his mountain with his slain men in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall, and they that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return. And ye shall know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. And that two nation, that two city was the southern and northern kingdom. Two nations. When they put us into captivity, and when they're ruling over us, right? But because this year is gonna be actually the last captivity that we are gonna be in, as the second Ezra 6 and 9 see. But Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So yeah, they're gonna be cut off by mass slaughter. It said, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have made all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Yeah, because that is the proudness of the super white man when they destroy the natives of the land, and they, and consume them. When they put when they ran into Jerusalem and cut them off by mass slaughter. That is with the Caesars and them, Vespasian and Titus, yeah, bringing brutal destruction unto Israel, taking them from their lands and bringing them into the land of America and scattering them and selling them, putting them up on auction blocks. Yeah, all these things, they're gonna pay for it. Let's say they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Yeah, the Lord heard the pride. Yeah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoice, I will make thee desolate. And thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So I will do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it. They shall know that I am the Lord. Yeah, they're gonna be at a horrible state. Starting off, when the land Babylon the Great being destroyed, a lot of them is gonna be killed. And they in the kingdom, they're gonna be at desolate. They're gonna be at the lowest. They're gonna actually be the dogs in the kingdom of heaven until the Lord ready to cut them off. Yeah. So, let's get back that picture. Right. We go to the book Ezekiel chapter 25. Right. Ezekiel chapter 25, and I will start at verse 15. It say, thus saith the Lord, at verse let me start at verse 12. Select it. It said, thus said the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Right? And yeah, that going back to when Vespasian and all of them brought great slaughter unto Jacob, and even the Psalms 83, with them being confederate against the Israelites, cutting them off. Because when you watch at the top of the top set of nation, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, being at the top, making the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. They taking vengeance against us. It said, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Teman shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the land of my people Israel. and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yeah, because their destruction is gonna be through the Israelites, as the scriptures say. Jacob is a fire, Israel is a flame, and Esau is gonna be the stubble. Just roughly paraphrasing. Yeah, the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. Get that quickly. Yeah, in the kingdom, these Edomites, they gonna be a story to tell our kids. Obadiah chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 9. Alright. Let's start at verse 8. It says, Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of Esau, and the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Yeah, that violence against Jacob, and up to now, they're bringing that upon Jacob with the VAX, that so-called cure, because their aim and objective is to take out as many Israelites as possible. That's why in the early days was doing DNA testing in them countries to actually see who are the Israelites from who are not. That's why they made in the early days they make a lot of statement that this so-called cure, this VX, should be given unto the blacks and the Latinos and the natives first. Yeah. It said, in that day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives, his forces and foreigners entered into their gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Yeah, because that going back in the time when Jerusalem was destroyed, cut off with mass slaughter, and the remnant they take for slaves and sold them unto the other nations. It said, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger, when we all brought to a low estate. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Look at what went on with the Tuskegee experiments, the 600 black men. Yeah, who actually, through their experiments, they got syphilis. They got a disease that, and they come with the smooth words, telling them, they'll give them free medical care. Yeah, but let's see. Thou shouldest have not looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Yeah, because all that they had done unto us, they're gonna receive it just back as well. They're gonna receive back that just as well. Jumping down to 18, it says, and the house of the Lord. Yeah, this is the scripture I was quoting earlier on. Yeah. And verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord had spoken it. Yeah, because it says the word Yahweh Shem Shai. There's not gonna be any more remaining. You wicked Edomites, you so-called white men, you so-called white people. Yeah, the same one back in Genesis that came out red. You rednecks. There wouldn't be no more you again. There wouldn't be you to be building a set of cities and thing in this place. Yeah, the Lord actually already number you all for destruction. The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and 16. Book of Isaiah 14 and from verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Yeah, all these heathens, when we possess all of them in the kingdom, right, they're gonna be saying, is this the so-called white man that had all of us in fear? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed cities thereof, that openeth not the house of his prisoners. Yeah, they're not gonna let the prisoners go. And when you look at in the prison cells, majority of the prisoners is jakes. That's why hey, all the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. Yeah. But thou art cast out of the grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stone of the pit, as a carcass trodden on the feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial. Yeah, because these wicked Edomites, they're gonna be destroyed in the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. I'm gonna jump down to verse 12. Let's say verse 21. So like, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land. Yeah, because they're gonna be destroyed.